Hello again. This is part two of the marriage traditions and your wedding vows. Again, like I said in part one, you won't find the wedding vows anywhere. And I'm going into some information about where these traditions come from. You know, we believe that again that we are married because we have a marriage license. We had a $20,000 wedding ceremony reception. We have a priest in front of us quoting something, like the traditional marriage vows. Not sure where you get this information. I haven't seen it in the word anywhere. We believe that since we have that license, we're married. Yes, through the society and the government, you're considered married. But what about how much you love that person you're with? If you really love each other, why is the divorce rate so high? The divorce rate is ridiculous. Okay, most of the time, let me say this: Satan even hates the act of just that unity. He will attack any type of form of holiness. Even if you do go to the courthouse, he will attack you. Most of the time, he's going to attack you because you are in unity with a woman or a man is in unity. I always hear that people when they get married after about a year, they feel like they shouldn't have did it. Oh man, I can't wait to get this broad off of my back, because it is considered a form of unity. Even if it's not according to the scriptures, Satan will attack it. Okay, and I wanted to say that because you a lot of us don't understand this. If a man love a woman, if a woman love that man, a marriage vow, a marriage license doesn't make them married. That's why you would never find a marriage license in the Bible. The only thing you would find in the Bible is a bill of divorcement, like I said in part one. Okay, so let me read some information about these the wedding tradition itself, and where does it come from. The title of this is called Wedding Traditions and Folklore. Many of today's popular wedding ceremony and reception traditions can be traced to ancient Egyptian and European customs. These are not my words. These were often based on symbolism, superstition, folklore, religion, and even the belief that evil spirits could bring disease and death to newlyweds and crops, which was very important in many farm-based early cultures. Although the exact origin and usefulness of many of these early wedding traditions are not always clear, popular acceptance has allowed them to flourish. Besides, many of these wedding traditions are just fun. Okay, so they believe that this is fun and it's something to do because it was passed on through generation. Okay. According to various sources, some of the early marriages were literally carried out by the groom and his bridesmen, who would kidnap a woman. Okay, and then they would carry the bride over a threshold from another tribe. The groom and his fellow conspirators would then fight off female's family of tribesmen with swords held in their right hand, while the groom would hold the captured bride in his left hand, which is the origin of why a bride stands on the left side of the groom at a wedding. That's what we're following. We're following another tradition. After a successful capture, another political correction practice was for the groom to hide his new bride for 1 month for mating purposes. It is said that the word honeymoon was created to describe his 1 month cycle of the moon, when they would drink mead, which was a honey-sweetened alcoholic brew that affects both sobriety and the acidity of the womb, thus increasing fertility. Okay, so I just wanted to read just a small snippet of some information that is, again, when I check a source, I check through other sources to make sure that this is true. It's true. Where did it come from? It's nowhere in the word, for one. Having a honeymoon and none of that. So now, through reading this information, we understand where the honeymoon come from. It's not my words, okay? So when we're following these traditions, your wedding vows, and again, let me read the scripture in Matthew, since I brought that up in the last video. I want to read it to you. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 33. Again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths, right? But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is the footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by the head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. Anything more than that comes from evil. If you say anything else more than your word stands, then it is from the evil one for you to even make a promise or an oath. If you look up the word vows, it's making an oath. I shouldn't have to go to a woman and be like, you know what? Let's make our vows. I will never mess with no other woman. I will love you to the day you die. That's common sense. That's why the Most High said, don't make any vows. Let your yea be yea and let your nay be nay. Okay? Let me put this up. Someone may bicker and say, well, an oath is different. You can promise people anything. An oath is a promise. Let me get the Bible dictionary. Okay. The definition of oath: an appeal to God to witness the truth of a statement or of the binding character of a promise. Okay, so you don't supposed to make a promise. Don't swear at all. Swearing, making an oath, making a vow, that's all a promise. Let your yea be yea, let your nay be nay. Okay. So again, these wedding ceremonies, you have your bridal shower. Let me read some information about that. Back in the days when weddings were arranged by family members, it is said that a poor Dutchman fell in love with a girl whose father refused her a dowry. Their friend showered her with enough gifts to help them start a household. According to another story, the first bridal shower occurred at the end of the 19th century. At a party, the bride's friends placed small gifts inside a parcel and opened it over the bride's head. When she opened the parcel, she was showered with presents. Okay, so again, the bridal shower, the bridal veil, the bridesmaid, the money dance, penny in the shoe, the ring finger. Let me read some information about that. Prior to the 5th century, the ring finger was actually the index finger. Later, it was believed that the third finger contained the vein of love that led directly to the heart. When I read stuff like this, and then when I read the word, I'm like, who came up with this garbage? Let's stop following tradition, period. Let's just stop following traditions, because, and I'm snickling, and I know I shouldn't be, but it seemed like that we follow things of this world quicker than we can follow the Bible. And then we'll try to cloak it, and try to mix it to say, well, the Bible wants you to be married. Of course, the Bible wants you to be married. That means me and this woman that I love need to stay together. We're married. We're tied together. That's common sense. So, folks, that's just, again, follow the Bible as it is written. I will be making more videos. This is my life, and I will be doing it for the rest of it. See you all soon. Now, let me click off this video if I can get to it.